right, True. A story came out this past week. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see this. It's been all over the internet and all over the world. So you had to be under a rock or in a cave somewhere if you haven't heard about it. But a young girl in San Francisco, 8-year-old little girl, was selling water on the side of the road in front of her house. It was a hot day in the Bay, and she lives near AT&T Stadium where the San Francisco Giants play baseball. And so she was selling water, and one of the ladies in the neighborhood took offense to it and decided that she wanted to call the authorities on the 8-year-old girl. If you didn't get a chance to see it, here's a clip of it.
This woman don't want to let a little girl sell some water. She calling police on an 8-year-old little girl. You can hide all you want. The whole world gonna see you, boo.
Yeah, and illegally selling water without a permit? Yeah.
On my property.
It's not your property.
So True, we have another instance where
Folks crazy, man.
Yeah, it's getting crazy, man.
Out of hand. It's getting
crazy. Just like a few months ago, they had Barbecue Becky, who called the authorities on the people having barbecue in the park in Oakland, where they were perfectly legal to be having a barbecue, and it's just getting out of hand, man. I don't know what's next, True.
Permit Patty is what they call this young lady, right?
Yeah.
Permit Patty. And yeah, man, the young girl. And I don't know if you did this as a kid. You go to the corner and you sell your lemonade, or you do your little garage sales at the house, and you out there with your brothers, out there with your friends, and most of the times you're not quiet, man. You're out there having fun. You're out there doing your thing, and usually adults, they come out to support.
Right.
But this lady, man, it's just all around hate. She tried to say it's not racial and all this and that, and I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's not.
I know you saw this. You read about the story a little bit.
Right.
Like, what was she saying exactly again? That the reason why she called the police?
She was saying the kids was being too loud. Kids was making too much noise. I don't know what type of day she had. And I'm always big on that. I like to stay clear of people because you never know what type of day they had unless they got the AK in their bag or they got something in the trunk or whatever. You never know what type of day people would have.
Yeah.
But I know growing up, my dad used to work graveyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me and my brothers, we would be cutting up all day, and he trying to get rest, and we outside playing basketball, the ball hitting the house and all that. Every now and then, he come outside, they tell us to shut up.
Right.
But
he never called the police on you, though.
But I'm saying it never went that far, though. You got to let kids be kids, and that's the moral of my story.
Right.
So this lady, I think she took it too far, and everybody, of course, I know my rights, and I want to go out. I can call the police. Does she have a permit?
That's the thing. So at first she was saying that the little girl didn't have a permit to sell water. First of all, come on, lady. Who gets a permit? I mean, everybody's been a kid. Everybody's been on the corner or in front of their house selling lemonade. So everybody's done the thing selling candy. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? As kids, we've all done it. This is how we learn how to become entrepreneurs and go out there and make a way for ourselves. Everybody has done it. And
hustling. I encourage, kids going out and try to do something for themselves.
Right.
My kids at times, they can be spoiled or whatever. But this young lady trying to go get it.
She tried to go get it. She tried to get it, and her goal ultimately was to make enough money to buy some tickets to go to Disneyland. And so for this lady to come up, and then if you saw the video, she was on there and saying that the girl doesn't have a permit. Who in the world goes to get a permit? Like an 8-year-old girl to get a permit to sell water to people walking down the
Nobody
street?
gets a permit for anything unless they...
Man.
I'm talking about grown people now.
Exactly.
Grown folks.
Exactly.
It's entrepreneurs out there that's doing their thing. Anyway, most of the time you let it go. Even in barbershop, people come into barbershops, they got CDs, they got books.
Hustling,
They doing their thing, and they just trying to make a way, man. So as a decent person, you got to let that fly. But then, Permit Patty, she flips it and she makes herself the victim.
Yes.
She says she's getting death threats, she's
Yeah.
getting harassed, and as she should.
She came out. She was on the news.
Yeah.
She's been interviewed by the news now. She's become a big media circus, and now she's crying. She's on TV crying. She's the victim. People are harassing her, threatening her, saying all these negative things about her. Well, like you said, as they should, because you stepped out of your lane. I don't understand what makes you go out of your way to call the authorities on somebody when they're out there doing what, first of all, the people in Oakland, why would you call the authorities on somebody having a barbecue? Why would you waste your time? Why would you waste your minutes, your anytime minutes during the daytime minutes on calling 911 and wait for 911 to come there, to see? And then, on top of that, so now you look at this lady, and it's not just the fact that she called it on a little girl. She called 911 in a situation, in the socio-political climate that we're in, where it's not safe for you to call the authorities on black people for selling anything. If you look at Eric Garner,
Another
who was
level.
in New York, who was selling loose cigarettes, they killed that man behind that. You look at the man down in Louisiana, Alton Sterling. He was selling CDs at a store, and they came and killed that man behind that. So you just can't call 911 on anybody these days, man, because you never know what might happen. So, Permanent Patty?
Played yourself, Permanent Patty.
Played yourself, absolutely.